Bob Newton, with Hoosier Tire, really changed what short track racing is today, and his efforts that certainly made a big impact on my life and racing and what I raced on early in my early years.
What is going on, boys? In today's video, we're going to get a little bit into the history of Hoosier Tires because they just revealed their first street legal tire. And I definitely want to cover this tire because this is the first time Hoosier has developed a street legal tires in 46 sizes, by the way, from 15 to 21. But I also want to cover a little bit of the history on Hoosier Tires and who are they. So if you know anyone, or if you're a car guy or any car enthusiast, if you don't know who Hoosier Tires is, then you're not doing your homework. And I hope I'm not murdering the name. I don't know if it's Hoosier or Hoosier. I don't really know if I'm murdering the name, but they go all the way back to the 1950s. And if you're anybody in the automotive industry, if you've been building either a Honda or a track monster or a muscle car, you know who this tire company is. But there's a little bit of history behind it because everything has a history, and everything comes with a great story. So the history of Hoosier Tire starts in 1950 with Bob Newton. And by the way, for the people who don't know what this company is obviously, again, if you're in the automotive industry and you don't know who they are, again, this is a company that sells racing tires only. If you actually go to their website, you're going to be able to see that they sell from anything from rally, off-road, to karting, to drag racing, to circuit, to asphalt oval. They cover it all, and it's an amazing tire. But again, they just released this new street legal car, and the history behind it I wanted to talk about because this company has taken steps. They haven't taken crazy amount of steps, but they've taken a few steps to get to where they are, and they're by far one of the most popular brands right now in the automotive industry when it comes to racing. So Hoosier Tires was pretty much founded in 1950 when Bob Newton, alongside with his supported wife Joyce, he began a successful racing career, and he started kind of to get bothered that they were racing the cars with street tires, and he wanted to make his own tires. So he started by pretty much rethreading street tires with a softer compound, and he started doing that in a house barn in South Bend, Indiana. And he would sell them to like the local racers. Now, Hoosier name was a company that kind of reflected on the origins of Bob's racing career, Bob's racing roots in the Midwest. And the purple color comes in board in the Hoosier Tires brand today, and it was adapted on his first race car. So although the recapping business have actually been growing a lot and like crazy and successful throughout the years, because recapping business is what we see in the automotive and the trucking industry right now. When you have a semi-tractor trailers, the front two tires have to be new by DOT's specifications, but the rear ones could be recapped. So he knew that like the future would be to make an all-purpose tire, an all-new Hoosier all-purpose tire that wasn't recapped. And in 1962, he got together with Mohawk Rubber at a dealer conference, and that pretty much became a reality. But in 1978, Mohawk closed his door, and that's when Newton opened his own factory, especially dedicated to racing tires in Plymouth, Indiana. Now, after kind of just grinding and working, Bob led the Hoosier Tire team into the NASCAR Wins Cup Series in 1988. And in the first year of the highest levels of American auto racing, Hoosier went and captured 9 victories while getting their win at Daytona 500 in 1989. So this gentleman started back in 1950, I believe it was 1957. And by 1989, he was already marketing the win at Daytona 500. In 1992, Hoosier took another bold step and decided to build a second-tier plan in preparations for the company's return to NASCAR Winston Cup Series. This tire plan was solely developed to the manufacture of tubeless radial race tires. The company returned to NASCAR in 1994 and recaptured 11 pole positions and 4 wins. The same radial tire technology is the foundation of Hoosier's continuing success in SCCA solo and vintage sports car racing. When you go onto the street, when you go to the track, and you got these guys who are really heavily into drag racing, really heavily into like automotive industry and vintage racing and things like that, you're gonna see Hoosier everywhere. And anybody who's racing now at a track at the strip, you're seeing Hoosier behind a car. They back up what they say. They back up what they do. The tires are amazing. I've seen personally a couple of buddies who've had them And I've actually asked them about it, and they said they have had no complaint. It's a very soft compound. They grip very hard. They stand behind their product is the word that I was trying to find. They stand behind their product. So in their turn of a century, Hoosier also saw a complete massive multi-year plan, consolidation and upgrade program with brought all manufacturers operations together into one complex. And in 2011, a partnership was forged between Hoosier and Continental Tires, where the two companies will collaborate to produce and market the official spec tire of the Rolex Sports Car Series, a program that lasted 8 years. And in October 4 of 2016, Hoosier Racing Tires was purchased by Continental Tire. And that's where right now this brand new first street legal tire is coming out of. And in today, Hoosier Racing Tires, the largest race tire manufacturers in the world. Hoosier has grown to produce over 1,000 different types of race tires. The company has its own 300-mile-per-hour test wheel, a technology center, state-of-the-art, fully integrated production facility, and a high-tech mixing plant. It has been integrated into the Continental Specialty Tire business unit and continues to grow both domestically and internationally. So Hoosier Tire, we can say, has been there for a while. And by the way, this article comes thanks to the Hoosier website. So the first street legal tire from Hoosier is here, 46 sizes, and they're covering 15 to 21 inches. I'm going to be playing this video here. This is their promo video. So again, if you're anybody in the automotive industry, or if you know anybody in the automotive industry, you have heard of Hoosier before. Well, this track, this street legal track has a 200 thread wear, and it was, the CEO said that it was like uncharted territory for them, because they cater to racing, not street legal tires, to racing, to drag, to oval, to anything, to karting. But they wanted to push the boundaries with a street legal tire where the person could go to the track, they could grip the track, and then go home. Hoosier highlighted the extreme performance tire in the short promo video that I'm playing here, and calling it for the Zento Rip for increased braking performance and the extra wide shoulder for improved cornering performance. The Track Pack, or the Track Attack Pro, is available in 46 sizes, 15 to 21 inches diameter, joining a crowded list of competitor, and it runs against the Bridgestone RA71 RS, the Yokohama A052, the Falcon RT660, and the tires are actually getting faster, and more options on the categories are better for consumer. It is designed for enthusiasts, and this is the words of a CEO, is designed for enthusiasts who wants to drive the track, dominate their lap, and drive home at the same time with the same tires. And they'll just have to see how that kind of pans out with his competitor. So as we know right now, it's coming in 46 sizes, 15 to 21, with a 200 thread wear. Remember, the lower the thread wear, the more you have grip. So 200 thread wear, and it's here. The first street legal tire from Hoosier's here. I would have never thought I'd seen that. I thought that they would have kept being in the racing, catering to the racing family for like forever, and they didn't. They decided to do this, and that's what we have right now. That's actually pretty good. Anyways, this is just a short little video just to kind of like talk a little bit about the history of Hoosier Tire, and it's actually cool that they're actually making this first street legal tire. I'll be completely honest with you. If I end up building something this year, this upcoming up 2025, because we're already in 2024, if I end up building something in 2025, and I'm gonna need track tires, out of all the competitors and out of everyone that's out there, I am a huge fan of Hoosier. Anyways, if you guys are liking the content, if you guys are rocking what we're doing, remember to smash that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Your boy is out of here.